Hello everyone. Today I shall discuss about returning values from function. Functions in Python may or may not return any value. There can be broadly two types of function in Python. Functions returning some values and functions not returning any values. Sometimes the functions not returning any value is also called void functions, and the functions which is returning some values is called non-void function. Using a return statement, a function can return a literal, a variable, an expression, and using return statement, a function can return multiple values also. I shall explain this topic using some programs. This is our first program where I have defined a function and the name of the function is test. It contains two parameters a and b, and this function is not returning any value. That means this function is void function. Whenever you are writing a function that is not returning any value, that means you are printing the output inside the function body. So in this case, x and y are basically arguments of the function test. Here you can see that we are calling the function test with the arguments x and y. So a will be assigned the value of x, that is 20, and b will be assigned the value of y, that is 10. And in this case, as this function test is not returning any value, so we do not need this assignment operation. So just we can call the function test xy, and as inside the function definition we are printing the sum value, so in the main function we need to call the function only. Let's see what will be the output. So output is sum equal to 30. So basically here in this program I can add a return statement, and if I am writing the return statement without any value or variable or any expression, that means if this function is returning nothing. So nothing means in Python it is returning none. Let's see. Here in this line we are calling the function test x comma y, and this function will return the none value, and we are assigning this none value to the variable op. Then we are printing the type of the variable op as well as the value of the variable op. Let's see what will be the output. Output must be none. Type of the variable will be none type and value will be none. As this function is returning nothing, here we are just using the return statement only. Let's see. You can see that inside the function we are printing the sum value here. So after execution it is showing sum equal to 30, and data type of op is none type and value of op is none. I can modify this function definition like this: x equal to a plus b and return x. And in the main program we are calling the function and we are assigning the return value to the variable op. As we know that whenever we are returning something, the value will be returned where the function is called. So the sum value, that is 30, will be returned in place of the function call statement. So after execution of this statement, 30 will replace this test xy. So op will be assigned with the value 30. In this statement it will print integer as the type of the variable OP and value will be 30. Let's see. You can see that data type is integer and value is 30. Next, we can return multiple values. Here, instead of returning a variable, we can return the expression a plus b also. So after execution of this statement, it will return the sum value of a and b. Here the arguments are x and y, and the value of x and y are 20 and 10. So the value of a will be 20, b will be 10, and it will return 30. And OP will store the value 30. Type of OP will be integer and value will be 30. Let's see. You can see data type is integer and value is 30. In Python, we can return multiple values also, or multiple expressions or multiple literals also. For example, here I am returning 4 expressions: a plus b, a minus b, a multiplied by b, a divided by b. As it is returning 4 values, we can assign these 4 values to 4 variables. For example, I have taken 4 variables m, n, o, p. So after execution of a plus b, the value will be assigned to m. The value of a minus b will be assigned to n. The value of a into b will be assigned to o. The value of a divided by b will be assigned to p. If we print m, n, o, p, we can see the value of n will be 30, value of n will be 10, value of o will be 200, and value of p will be 2.0. Because we are dividing 20 with the value 10, so basically output should be 2, but in case of Python, the output will be displayed in floating point. So output will be 2.0, and data type of m, n, o will be integer, and data type of p will be float. Let's see the output. You can see 30, 10, 200 and 2.0. And first 3 variables are integer type and last one is floating point type. Here the function definition is same as the previous program. Here I am returning 4 expressions, but here we are calling the function test and assigning the return values to the variable OP. Before explaining this statement, I want to show you something. If I write x equal to 2, 3, 4, then what will be the data type of the variable x? In this case, the data type of x will be tuple, and this tuple contains 2, 3 and 4. So in this case, we are returning 30, 10, 200 and 2.0. We are returning 4 values and they are separated with comma, and this is similar to this. So in this case, it is basically returning a tuple, and the tuple is assigned to the variable OP. So data type of OP will be tuple and value will be 30, 10, 200 and 2.0. You can see data type is tuple and values are 30, 10, 200 and 2.0. But Using list function we can convert it into a list. Using string function we can convert it into a string. Using dict function we can convert it into dictionary. For example, I am going to convert it into a list. So we are calling test function within list function. These 4 return values will be converted to a list. So data type will be list and values will be 30, 10, 200 and 2.0. Let's see. So it is converted to a list. We can convert it into a string also. Before converting to a string, I want to show you something. For example, we are converting a tuple with these elements 1, 2, 3 to a string, and we are assigning this converted string to the variable s. So the 0th element of this string will be parenthesis open, 1 will be the 1th element. Let's check for I in s, print I. Here parenthesis open is the 0th element and so on. So I am going to convert it into string using str function. So data type will be string and it will convert the entire tuple to a string. So this is basically a string. We can convert these 4 values to a dictionary using dict.from keys. I think you can remember dict.from keys. Using dict.from keys, we can convert the 4 values to 4 keys of a dictionary, and as we are not supplying any value, so the values of the keys will be none. So here data type will be dictionary, value will be 30 colon none, 10 colon none, 200 colon none and 2.0 colon none. Let's see. Invalid syntax print. So let's see. Here is the output. The data type is dictionary and these are the values. Now we have to decide in which situation you must return a value and in which situation you should not return any value. For mathematical calculations, it is better to return the output, and in case of you are checking something, then it is better to not return any value. For example, if we are testing whether the number is odd or even, then it is better to not return any value. For example, I am defining a function odd test. A is the parameter. If a% 2 equal to 0, then I can print even, else print odd. So in this case it is better to not return any value because I am going to check whether 20 is even or odd. Let's see what will be the output. Okay, there is an error. Oh, here I have to write odd test. As 20 is even, so output is even. instead of printing the output inside the function, we can return a value also, but then the program will be lengthy. For example, if the number is even, we can return 1, otherwise we can return 0. In this case, we have to check whether the return value is equivalent to 1 or not. If it is 1, then print even, otherwise print odd. So you can see that in this case the code is getting lengthy. So when we are checking something, it is better to not return any value, and in this case it is better to print the output inside the function. Let's see what will be the output of this program. So same output even, but the code is lengthy. So you must take your decision wisely in which situation you will use return statement and in which situation you will not use return statement. I think it is clear to you. If you have any doubt, please comment in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video.